So Chris, I was going through this registration here, and as I'm signing up, trying to become a fundraiser, it asked me if I want to agree to the fundraiser minimum.
Yeah.
What is that about?
So they're agreeing to raise that $200, and they're agreeing that if they don't reach that $200 goal, that they will be charged the difference. So they're not paying the registration fee because they've agreed to raise this amount of money.
So that was Chris giving us a good overview on the fundraiser minimum feature that we have. Now today we're going to show you how to set this up within your race. So go to your race dashboard, then select fundraising, individual fundraisers, and general settings. Now the settings to really look out for are going to be under the waived event fee settings. So the first thing you want to do is set up the fundraising minimum amount. So this is going to be the amount that your fundraiser are going to agree to in order for the registration fee to be waived. So in our example, let's go ahead and set the fundraiser minimum for the marathon to be $300. The next thing we'll do is set up a donation deadline for the waived event fee. So this is going to be the deadline that the fundraisers have to raise the minimum of $300 by. So let's go ahead and save this really quick just to see what this looks like from the user's point of view. So users will come in and register for their race. And when they get to the fundraiser portion, they'll select Become a Fundraiser. And on the right-hand side, there's going to be this option to agree to meet the fundraiser minimum. The registration fee will be waived. So if they check this on, the participant is essentially agreeing that they will raise this $300. And because of that, they'll have the registration fee waived and they'll be able to register for free. Now back on the setup page, there is a setting that you can turn on, this save credit card for registrants who agree to the fundraiser minimum. So we'll save that. And if we go back to the fundraiser page now, you'll see that the text here has changed a little bit. There's now an additional text of, if I do not reach $300 in donations, I agree to pay the difference. So what this does is this will save their credit card on checkout and give you, the race director, the option to charge them the difference if they do not raise a $300 minimum by the specific donation deadline date that you set. Now, something to note here is that the donation deadline is a bit of a soft cap. We're never going to auto charge credit cards specifically. We're always going to give you, the race director, the ability to charge registrants if they haven't met the fundraiser minimum.
Now we call it auto charge. It sounds like the system will go on and do it, but there's still a process of, you have the ability to pull a fundraiser minimums report, which we're seeing right here. You can see who has and hasn't raised that amount of money, and then you can select an action down in the bottom left. You can remind them via email. You can remove the registration if they ended up not participating. You can invoice them, or then you can finally charge them. So you have all those different options, and you can do that, one person at a time. Or if you've got, a whole bulk of them, you can bulk email remind them and you can bulk charge them. You can do it all. So say somebody who has agreed to raise $100 has only raised $95, and you can say, that's good enough for us. You don't have to charge them. So there's never the system is never going to auto charge without you going in there and actually pressing the button to do it.
So at this point, for the most part, your fundraiser minimum fees have all been set up properly, and you're going to have your participants agree to whatever minimums you've set to have their fee waived.